Okay, in this video we're dividing decimals. So just like when we are dividing whole numbers, and you see it set up like this, the first guy goes inside. So we're going to do 865.2 on the inside, and we're going to put 42 on the outside. Now, because our divisor, and our divisor is the star here, because our divisor does not have any decimals, it is actually right here. We don't need to do any movement here. So 42 cannot go into 8, so we're going to put a 0 there, but 42 can go into 86, and it can go twice. So if you do 42 times 2 here, this is going to be 84. When we subtract, we're going to get 2. Then we bring down our 5. 42 cannot go into 25, it goes 0 times. So I'm going to put that 0 there. It's important that we take this decimal straight up where it is. And then we're going to bring down our 2. Now we have to think to ourselves, how many times can 42 go into 252? Now we know that if this were like 40 and we are trying to get 200 of them, we could estimate about how many 40s would take to get around 200 and go from there. If I think it through, I feel like either 5 or 6 will work. So I'm going to go ahead and try 42. Here we go. 42, my marker is kind of not working very well. I'm going to try 42 times 6. So I'm going to get 12 and 24, 25. There, that gives me my 252. So up here, I'm going to put 6, and that gives me my 252. And when I subtract, I get 0. So my final answer is 20.6, or 20 and 6 tenths. Okay, now I'm going to try number 2 here, which is 22.88 divided by 4.4. So the first guy goes inside, so we're going to do 22.88 divided by 4.4. Now our divisor is the star here, and we want the divisor to be an integer. So currently it's not, it's a decimal. So in order to get this to be an integer, I need to take this decimal point and move it one place to the right. And because I took my divisor one place to the right, I'm going to take my dividend one place to the right as well, which means my decimal is going to come straight up there. We want to do that right away. So now what I've really got is 228.8 divided by 44. So 44 will go 0 times into 2. It will go 0 times into 22. But we want to think, how many times will 44 go into 228? So we have to think that through and estimate. I'm going to try maybe 4 or 5. Okay, so I tried 4 and 5 because I knew those two would be close, and 5 gave me 220, which is exactly where I want to go here. So I'm going to put 5 up here, and that's going to give me 220. And I'm going to subtract, and that's going to give me 8. And then I'm going to bring down my 8. And then we have to think, how many times will 44 go into 8? Well, 4 and 4 added together is 8. So I think we need to double this. If we do 2, then 244 should be 88. When we subtract, we get 0. So our correct answer here is 5.2, or 5 and 2 tenths. Hopefully this helps. Email me at emailer@mvcsd.us if you have questions.